Good day, folks. You guys know who this is. This is your favorite friendly neighborhood, favorite realtor. Once again, Deep City Realtor, coming to you from yet another beautiful Southern California community. Today we are in the Inner Empire, specifically Winchester, California, my friend. And today we are visiting, let me show you the homes. Today we are visiting a new home site in Winchester, California. Like I mentioned previously, they have 4 models that they're showing us here. This particular builder, I'm not gonna go out of my way to say their name, but I don't block out their logos or their signage either. Okay then, why I prefer you come and see me, folks, so you can have professional representation. Don't take it for granted. Don't come here on your own. Anyway, we're gonna see 2 of their 4 models. Okay, the one on that end, on the right end, and the one to the left. The left happens to be their most expensive model, and the one on the right happens to be their least expensive model. That least expensive model is going to be priced from the mid-4s. All right then, folks, and if you have any interest in purchasing one of these homes, you're going to want to put a rush on it. They're close to build out, meaning they're almost done with this site. Okay, all righty, folks, there she is. This is a better view, right? Okay then, so like I was saying, this is going to be roughly 1,500 square feet. It's 2 stories, it's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, has a 2-car garage. And like I said, they're going to be starting at $478K, which nowadays is very hard to find a house below 500, as I'm sure you know if you've been looking. All right then, reason for that is this area is out to the east, but the good news is that it is close in proximity as you could get to San Diego and still be able to have affordable prices like this. Tell you what, folks, don't forget to, hold on a second, get to like, comment, and subscribe, folks. We're gonna go on it right now. We're gonna have a look. Once again, we are here in Winchester, California. We're gonna go into that first model, take a look, and you're gonna be very surprised at what you see. This one, like I said, 1,500 square feet, and this is the best delegation or allocation of 1,500 square feet I think I've ever seen. Okay, and I've been in and out of maybe 100 homes throughout the Inland Empire. Very well, the floor plan, excellent. I think you will agree. Let's go in and take a look. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna make our way in. Like I said, we're starting at $478K. That is the base price. And we're working with 1,500 square feet roughly here, folks. What did I tell you about the floor plan? I was not kidding. Here is our open concept. All right then. As you can see, we come right into just about everything. That's what we mean by open concept. Let's go right away to our living area, folks. Look at that. All right then. And then, let me give you a better view of the living area. How's this? Here's our living area. Huge bay windows, lots of natural sunlight, which is always very important coming into this residence. All right then, and just off to the left of our living area, we have our gourmet kitchen, folks. Money shot. Bam, there she is. All right then. And so let's talk about the kitchen like I always do. As you can see, if this countertop looks big, it's huge. All right then. Seating 3. All right then. As you can see, and these countertops, I can't tell if they're granite or quartz. Whatever they are very nice. All right, then I'll put them in the description, folks. The refrigerator, as always, I want to point out that refrigerators are not included in new builds. You will not get that as part of this package. You will, however, receive the stove and the microwave. All right, then. And note the hardware on the sink. These are all things that you can have in your home if you choose. Some of these things will be upgrades, like I guarantee you. That backsplash will be an upgrade, right? Not your typical backsplash, okay, folks? Again, microwave, the oven, these are gonna come with Whirlpool appliances, as we all know. That's a good product. The dishwasher also will be a part of your package. Of course, there's storage underneath the island, and the sink is very deep. Good hardware if you elect to have that in your unit. All right, then, so from the gourmet kitchen, look what we have in front of us, folks. The backyard, which is one of my favorite parts about this particular building, which is why I keep coming to them time and time again, along with their pricing. First, here's our dining room, money shot. All right, along with their pricing is the fact that their backyards are very ample and contain a lot of utility or usefulness. Very family friendly. Here we are, folks. Here's our backyard slash patio. We're talking on a base price of $478, a very good allocation of the square footage on the interior, and then to boot, look what we have in our backyard patio area, folks. I mean, you can't beat that with a bat. Okay, let's take it to the other end of the backyard so you can get a better view. As we spin around and get the full effect, money shot. Look how handsome this is. Also want to note, folks, that if you're not aware, when you buy a new build, okay, as handsome as this is set up with the pavement, with the grass, with the greenage, with the foliage, right? Your backyard would just be dirt. The responsibility to landscape your backyard will be yours. That is the one thing about buying a new build that folks may not know. That may be a bit of an inconvenience, but it would be worth it. You would have the opportunity, obviously, to make it suitable to your taste. All right then. So once again, ample space in this backyard. All you gardeners, right? Well, this is going to be heaven for you. Lots of space for your garden, your children to run around and play, right? Conducive to family living is what's essential in a 3-4 bedroom home, right? Certainly you're getting out here lots of utility, lots of space, very well set up, so on and so forth. Alrighty, folks, so what kind of advocate for your success would I be? If I didn't remind you, please do not come into these situations. When I say these situations, I mean new build sites, model homes, sales representative, right? You don't want to come into a situation like this unrepresented. Just think about it. Probably the most expensive purchase you're going to make in your life, one of them, is a situation like this, buying a new home. Why on earth would you want to do that unassisted? Why on earth would you want to take on something like that without someone there who's going to advocate specifically for your interests? Buyer's agents like myself, and I'm not just a buyer's agent, by the way, I am a real estate agent, right? I assist people in selling and buying homes, right? And I specialize in both. I'm a realtor, so I'm well versed and well adapted and have tons of experience in both areas. This particular area that we're addressing today, buyers need representation. Don't take for granted that you don't need representation, that you can handle it on your own. Please, do me a favor, give me a call. I'll be happy to help you. Sit down with you and make sure that you have professional representation. Make sure that you're in on the know, the particular incentives, so on and so forth, that these builders should be offering, the perks they should be throwing in, so on and so forth, okay? Wouldn't go to court without a lawyer, would you? Don't come to a new build site, especially on your first visit, without a realtor. Okay then, folks, take care, God bless. Let's go on inside. Let's make our way upstairs. Of course, we'll get one more view of the ground floor. And there's also a half bath down here, as you can see right off in front of us here. Let's make our way over there. But here's another view of the dining area, kitchen, living area. All right, $478K, folks, Winchester, California. Okay, let's make our way to the half bath, and there's some storage here, and we'll get that when we come out. Here's our half bath, folks. It's very sizable for a half bath. Usually in a half bath, all you have enough room to do is turn around. You know, we need blinds. Why don't we these blinds be closed? There we go. All right then, letting in all the light we can. As we make our way out, I want to be sure to point out the storage. Here we go. They're using it. Storage, right? And the reason for that, folks, is, well, like I always say about videos, you folks ain't there like myself and my family, then you need all, and I mean all the storage you can get, right? That's why I make sure I point them out to you folks. Okay, let's make our way upstairs, see what they have in store for us up there. Like I said, very good usage of 1,500 square feet. This is only the ground floor, right? We had a living room, dining room, kitchen, ample backyard. We've had a half bath so far, and this is only the beginning. As we make our way up the stairs as usual, my videos take the time to be redundant, right? I am DC the Realtor. I'm affiliated with Century 21 King in Rancho Cucamonga. Office located on Baseline Road, 9235 Baseline Road, Rancho Cucamonga. Please come by and see us, folks. So as we get to the top of the stairwell, of course, there are numerous directions we can go. That is the master right up the right up the stairwell. We're gonna save that for last. It's always the best for last, right? Here's some storage. Let's take a look. Storage alert. And we have a bedroom right here. Let's count this as our first bedroom. Here we are. Let's get another view. I like to have the little spin around effect. Getting that second view. Bam, there she is. Let's make our way out and onto that second bedroom. Note there is ample closet space in this room as well. All right then, very good allocation of the square footage. 1,500 square feet, folks. All right, as we continue down the corridor, we'll stay to the right. And money shot, we have our second bedroom. Make sure my camera's zooming in correct. There she is, second bedroom. And we're gonna go on in. And I'm not gonna pause it. I'm gonna spin around and just get us another view, a good look what's going on here. They got the recessed lighting, mirrored closet, right? Bedroom number 2 that was, folks. Also, down payment assistance, vital. What's so vital about down payment assistance? Well, the down payment, you're gonna get assistance for what? Some government entity that's offering not just first-time home buyers, or home buyers in particular, right? The opportunity to get help with that down payment. That's what down payment assistance is. Every cent that you put down on the home subtracts from the cost that you're gonna have to spend, or the amount of money you're gonna need to borrow. It's gonna lower your monthly mortgage payment, right? And the cost of the home overall. You get assistance with that, that'd be less money out of your pocket, wouldn't it? Absolutely. Imperative that you get down payment assistance if you qualify. The numbers to a very good and reputable state agency is on the screen at this time. Please do me a favor, give them a call or give me a call. I could direct you to them or other down payment assistance programs in the state of California that you may qualify for. Don't miss out on the opportunity to have assistance with your down payment. That can make a break. That can mean the difference between qualifying for a home or not, right? For you having the money to qualify or not for that down payment. The down payment is essential. If you get assistance, why wouldn't you, right, folks? All right, then, on to the rest of the video. All right, and as we make our way out, what do we have here? We have more storage alert. And here is our full bath. All right, here's her sinks, storage underneath. Very nice size mirrored wall here. We have our restroom area. We have our shower. Nice window letting in natural light. They're still doing construction here, folks. So it's still not too late to take advantage of this amazing opportunity. 478K, Winchester, California, 3 beds, 2.5 baths, 1,500 square feet. All right then, Winchester. And here's our laundry room. So our good friends, the builders here, are not throwing these in, which is typical. Builders often do not offer washers and dryers as part of your package, but give me a call, folks. Talk to me. I specialize in what? Helping you gain the leverage so that you can maneuver yourself into position so they don't have to offer you one of those. Give me a call. Then again, still, these are not part of your package in a normal situation. Let's spin around. Come on out. All right. Now we're gonna make our way to the master, folks. Like I said, she was right off the stairwell here. And let's get our money shot. Bam! There she is. This is our master suite. Very ample. That is indeed a king-size bed with some very huge nightstands on either end. All right. You're talking about ample space in this room. Goodness gracious. As you can see off in the distance there, that's our master bath. Let's just spin on around, no pausing. Let's get the full effect of this room. Look at that, folks. Look at that, folks. That'd be a TV if it was my wall. And lots of space. You see this? That tree is huge. They got enough room to put a huge tree. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm 6'4". The tree is taller than me. Okay. Wow. All right, let's go proceed to our master bath. Very ample as well. I don't know how they did it with this 1,500 square feet, but I'm telling you, seems like more, okay? So off to the left here, we have our rest area. As you can see, we have a very big mirrored wall. His and her sinks, storage underneath. We have a shower, right? Very nice shower. Lately, I've been noticing a lot of the showers the builders are putting, they're having the seats on both either end. Always good. Who don't like to sit when they take a shower? And look, storage. Look at that. And we're not done. Even though there's storage right there, there's a nice walk-in closet. What's a nicer bedroom without a walk-in closet? Come on. Here we are. We have us a walk-in closet. We have us another storage closet. We have ample space in this bathroom. Goodness gracious. The bedroom is huge. The other bedrooms were significant in size as well. I don't know how they did all that with 1,500 square feet, but God bless them. Lastly, folks, listen. Have car will travel is my motto. Okay, some realtors, maybe they like to stay in their general locale. I don't have that problem. Okay, I'm very familiar with the entire Inland Empire, LA County as well. Used to be a cable guy. It was all over, early 2000s. Okay then, that's how come you're gonna see diversity in my videos. If you look at my playlist, you'll see I'm all over, okay? There's nowhere I'm afraid to go or apprehensive about going. There's nowhere that's too far, it's inconvenient. I'm not in the business of sitting around waiting for opportunities to come to me or making sure that things are within a certain distance. That's not my, don't let that be a concern. That's your concern. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna come to my town. I don't know if he's gonna wanna, go where I need to go. If you need me, I'm there, okay? DC the Realtor, have car will travel. You're walking down the street, you see a for sale sign on the home that's used, or what we call a resale. You're interested, you want to take a look, give me a call, I can get you access. You come up on a new build community like this one, you want to go in there to take a tour, right? Give me a call, I'll be happy to escort you, all right then? That's what I do, this is how I am of service to the community. You want to make sure that people get a fair shake when they're attempting to buy or sell homes throughout the state of California. Okay then folks, DC the Realtor signing off. Take care. All right then, last but not least folks, DC the Realtor, my social media. You can find me on TikTok, I am DC.the.realtor. Instagram, I am DCW the Realtor. And of course, you're watching me on YouTube, where I'm just plain old DC the Realtor folks. Thank you for watching ahead of time. One last fell swoop of the open concept as you come down the stairs. Right there, very nice floor plan. Excellent floor plan in my estimation. You have your dining area, you have your half bath, you have your very sizable gourmet kitchen. I don't know how they did it. You still have lots of living space. You have an ample backyard, 478K. You got a family and you're looking for lots of square footage and you want to get what you're paying for, you want to get that here. Winchester, California, 478K, 1,500 square feet roughly. Yes, you can't beat this with a bat, my friends. Let's proceed, let's make our way out. And as always, I want to thank you folks for watching. You can be anywhere in the world doing anything, and you're watching my channel. Wow, greatly appreciated. One last view of the residents from the exterior while we depart. Wow, folks, when I say this was a treat, it was an absolute treat. I'm telling you, you can't beat this with a bat. Once again, the parameters of this situation are, and I had to pause because I want to make sure I'm reading this right. Once again, folks, we're in Winchester, California. We're talking about 1,556 square feet, 2 stories, a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home with a 2-car garage, right? You saw the floor plan. You saw the delegation of the square footage. Excellent. Talk about bang for your buck, okay? I don't know how else to put it, but this is an excellent opportunity for a family. I highly recommend it. Give me a call. I'll be happy to escort you on a tour of this property. Yeah, tour of this property or anything else in the Inland Empire or anywhere else that my Southern California, that my California license will allow me to gain you access to, okay? DC the Realtor signing off. Once again, you can be anywhere in the world doing anything. You watch my video and wow, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching, folks. Once again, take care. God bless.